have you traveled anywhere else across India? Have you had the time to like soak in any bit of like the travel culture or something?
No, it's only ever been with cricket that I've come, but we've done like quite a fair
Right,
bit of the country now.
right.
And you always do little bits and pieces of like seeing things when you get the chance. But yeah, I've never been a tourist in India.
I think the world of cricket is very thankful to Mark to Damien and your family as well. Do they travel with you once in a while? I'm sure it would be great to have them around.
Yeah, actually funny that they didn't have active passports when we were kids. I think that they'd sort of like expired a long time before that, and it wasn't until I started playing cricket in different countries that mum and dad got new passports, and since then they've sort of come to different games and at different times, and yeah, that's been really cool to sort of have them there, and for them to do a bit of their own travel and see different parts of the world as well. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a large part of why I still play is just like, I guess having that bond with dad, you know, and he's never been pushy or, you know, wanted me to excel or have some kind of dream for me. He's just always wanted me to have fun, and I think just having that and always being able to come back to that, you know, no matter what happens on a cricket field is pretty cool.
Right. And how daring have you been with the kind of food that you intake, and how Indian have you gone?
Yeah, well, I remember my first trip to India was to Bangalore, and it was an under-19s cricket trip for New South Wales, and we actually stayed, I don't know if it's still there, but at Chinnaswamy Stadium there's like kind of like a hotel in the stands, so like our bedrooms like at the back of the stands, and every morning we go down to the garden and have a masala dosa for breakfast, and so I love that. I love, you know, masala chai as well, and like bits and pieces. All the girls get into the curry when we're here and stuff. So I kind of been adventurous, but I haven't eaten like street food or anything like that. I'm a little bit cautious, but yeah, it's such a cool experience.
I think you're seasoned enough now to try out the street food. However, word of caution, just be careful, all right?
Yeah, I think I need to go with someone who's an expert. So if anyone wants to take me and show me around, that'd be awesome.
An illustrious career in cricket. You have been named as Cricketer of the Decade in the T20 competition, the one days. Ellyse frequents the gym so much, even on days when you have training in the evening, but you're kind of working out in the gym and then training as well. You did mention that you enjoy training as much as possible. How do you try and stray away from injuries? Because that's a huge part as well, right?
Yeah, I think there's like lots of considerations around that. I think you want to do enough to know that, you know, your body's capable of withstanding what you need to go through, and then obviously you don't want to do too much so that you're tired and probably a bit compromised for, you know, when you want to perform. But yeah, that's been a learning curve over the years. Yeah, I guess it looks different for everyone, but we're sort of really lucky here at RCB and in a lot of the other teams that I play for to have some wonderful support staff who work so hard to make sure that we're good to go and get on the park. You know, particularly coming to RCB, it's been phenomenal, like the amount of people that help out and look after the girls, whether that's, you know, some of our physios or soft tissue experts, Pussy in the gym, who's an absolute jet, and obviously all the coaches as well. And we've got lots of things that sort of track our wellness and how we're sleeping and how we're feeling. And yeah, so I guess like when that's all set up for you, it's pretty easy to go and train and just do your thing and look after yourself.
You're a huge coffee aficionado of sorts. We hear that you love your coffee, and in fact you own a few cafes as well.
I used to, yeah, don't at the moment, but.
Right, so what is this love for coffee, and have you tried our South Indian filter coffee, because that's pretty popular in Bangalore?
I've got to try it, but yeah, I do love coffee. I think it's big in Australia, massive, but to be fair, like I like instant coffee as much as I like a sort of a specialty espresso coffee, but it's been pretty cool staying where the team's staying. We've got a cafe about 400 metres down the road at the moment that I go and set up in every morning, and I think one of the things I love about cafe culture is like you can go to wherever you are in the world and just sit in there and see all the passers-by and get a real feel for the place, because obviously lots of locals visit there. It's owned by locals, and you sort of talk to people as you go and figure out what the place is all about. So I like that side of it, and obviously I just like the taste of coffee, and yeah, it's a nice thing to kind of have wherever you are.
Piece of advice you may want to give to a budding cricketer who is witnessing the first ever WPL and had dreams of playing cricket, now is actually looking at a possibility of actualizing these dreams. What would you like to say?
Yeah, well, I think this is one of the coolest things about, I suppose, and being involved in the sport and just women's sport in general at this point in time. Right the way around the world, there's been so many amazing new opportunities for young girls. Yeah, and I'm probably going to stray a bit here and say not just in cricket, but whatever you want to do. I think, you know, every young girl, every female deserves the right to have the chance to chase that opportunity and their dreams. So hopefully, you know, for young girls who absolutely love cricket and you know, one day want to play it, they can watch the WPL now or the other leagues around the world, and you know, international women's cricket, and realise that it's very much a possibility, and yeah, there's that there for them, and whatever they want to do in life, yeah, they've got the opportunity to do it.
Thanks so much, Ellyse, for spending time with us, for being part of Bold Diaries, and all the best for the rest of the games.
Well, thanks for having me.